Hey guys, welcome to Prasus Middledge. I hope you all are doing good and have watched my previous videos. If not, what are you waiting for? Go for those after the end of this video. Now without wasting any time further, let's get into today's topic. So today's topic is malignant hyperthermia, which I feel is a very important topic. So let's start. Malignant hyperthermia is characterized by a rapid increase in temperature in response to inhalational anesthetics like halothane, cyclopropane, or muscle relaxants like succinylcholine. Okay, it is an inherited disorder with varying inheritance. So King syndrome is the autosomal recessive form of malignant hyperthermia, which is associated with number of congenital malformations like undescended testis, short stature, low set ears, winged scapulae, and web neck. Now coming to the clinical features of malignant hyperthermia, there will be reduced muscle relaxation during induction of anesthesia if the patient develops malignant hyperthermia. Some patients develop trismus during intubation. So what is trismus? Trismus is nothing but lockjaw. Okay. So in some patients, lockjaw can occur during intubation. Due to sudden rise in temperature, patients will also have hot and dry skin in case of malignant hyperthermia. Other features of malignant hyperthermia include cardiac arrhythmias, hypotension, that is decreased BP, muscle rigidity, and cyanosis. Now coming to the complications, it includes massive swelling of skeletal muscles, pulmonary edema, disseminated intravascular coagulation, acute renal failure. Next is laboratory features. It includes respiratory and metabolic acidosis, then hyperkalemia, hypermagnesemia. Very simple, only three findings. Now coming to the treatment, that is whenever we suspect malignant hyperthermia in a patient, surgery should be stopped and inhalational anesthetic should be withdrawn. Oxygen is administered to this patient and external cooling should be started in these patients. Next is urine output has to be maintained by infusing fluids to these patients, and cardiac rhythm should be monitored for any arrhythmias. The specific treatment for malignant hyperthermia is intravenous dantrolene in a dose of 1 milligram per kg that is continued until improvement occurs. So this is the specific treatment for malignant hyperthermia. So that's it guys. Now let's revise this short topic once again. So malignant hyperthermia is characterized by rapid increase in temperature in response to inhalational anesthetics and muscle relaxants like succinylcholine. It is an inherited disorder with varying inheritance. King syndrome is an autosomal recessive form of malignant hyperthermia which is associated with number of congenital malformations like undescended testis, winged scapulae, web neck, etc. Coming to the clinical features, there will be reduced muscle relaxation during induction of anesthesia. Some patient may develop lockjaw, that is trismus, during intubation. There will be the patients who are having hot and dry skin because of sudden rise in temperature in malignant hyperthermia. Other features include cardiac arrhythmias, then decreased BP, that is hypotension, cyanosis, muscle rigidity. Coming to the complications, it includes pulmonary edema, disseminated intravascular coagulation, acute renal failure, and massive swelling of skeletal muscles. The laboratory features which we will be seeing in case of malignant hyperthermia includes respiratory and metabolic acidosis, hyperkalemia, and hypermagnesemia. So the management is we had to stop the surgery and we had to withdraw the inhalational anesthetic. Oxygen is to be administered to this patient and external cooling should be started, and urine output has to be maintained by infusing fluids, and cardiac rhythm should be monitored regularly so as to look for any arrhythmias if the patient develops any arrhythmias. And the specific treatment, as I have already mentioned, is intravenous dantrolene. Very important. This is the most important thing, that is intravenous dantrolene, which is given in a dose of 1 milligram per kg that is continued until improvement occurs in the patient. So that's it guys about malignant hyperthermia. So guys, if you like my content, please do like, share, subscribe, comment, and also press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you.